All right, what is up, everyone? Welcome to Spoiler Kings. My name is Tim Kramer. I'm with Brandman Brian the Grizzly. Sorry we are late, but
it's not my fault. It wasn't that I was still at work at 9 o'clock. It wasn't that at all.
Yeah,
that's not what happened.
Yeah, same. It wasn't my fault. I put my kid to sleep at 9:15. Refused to go to bed. Yeah,
and I got here early. I was sitting here early, so I am exonerated of any blame.
Yeah, you are. Can't says, "How dare you?"
Like normally, I'm the first one here. Tonight, I was definitely the last.
Yeah, oh yeah, you were. Let's see who we got in chat. So we'll probably just like jump right into some of the stuff. But we got Brandon Davis. What is up?
B, what's up, man?
Yeah, well, appreciate you. Of course, Mama Bear.
Hey, Mama Bear.
Start now. As long as she's here, we're good to go, guys.
Yep. View with Drew. What is up? What is up, everyone?
What's up, Drew?
Drew, what's up?
Mr. Kenny Sparks. Appreciate Kenny. He's over on his channel, killing it. Also, View with Drew's killing it over on his channel too. So definitely go check out both of those guys, Drew and Kenny. Appreciate you guys.
Kenny's been killing his stuff. I love this. He had a watch along the other day, and I was like totally enthralled in.
Yeah, was that his Bad Boys?
Bad Boys, yep.
Bad Boys for Life. Yeah.
And it was so good that I actually went and rebought Bad Boys for Life on Steelbook. It should be coming in any day.
Nice. I know Kenny had his he was wrong about Furiosa. I guess that was a good one. I wound up watching that one and it was a good one. But it was like, I wonder why you didn't like it the first time around when you only watched like a half of it in spurts of in between naps.
I mean, the first half an hour was something. So
yeah. Well, we'll probably be doing a review tonight about it. But yeah, if you missed the first 30 minutes and maybe even like the last like 20-30 minutes, then that's where like most of the story is at. In the middle is a lot of action, but but yeah, we'll be into that tonight. Drew said, excellent. Tomorrow night's video is my Lego Marvel mini movie. Ooh, with War Machine Origins. Yeah, I put the notify me on that one. I saw you in, but I think I put a notify. So yeah, definitely. Are you premiering it? I thought I put notify, or is that a different video? Might be, but yeah, I know you in here Monday talking about that too. So yeah, definitely check that out. Those are always fun to watch. And Deuce Flacco, what is up?
What's up? Falco. Said Flacco.
What's going on?
Did I say Flacco?
Yeah.
Yeah. Falco.
It's my favorite quarterback.
Falco.
Yeah. Footsteps Falco.
Barbara said, this is my first night not on the stream this week. Yeah, you were you were with Zod, I think. Yep. You did that one.
Retro Nerd Girl was Tuesday.
Retro Nerd Girl.
And then I think Zod was yesterday. I think
was it Zod Rider, I think?
Yeah.
So I gotta check that one out. I haven't seen that one yet.
I cannot wait till we do. I want to hit the 1500 and we should like have all of our regulars in studio with us and talk to them, give them 15 minutes, talk with them. That'd be cool.
Heck yeah. Do something like that.
I'd be good with that, yeah.
Well, King said, yep, I was knocked out for half of it. Yep. And then Falco, don't show your emoji, but it's a little salute. I see it in studio, but StreamYard doesn't like emojis. So I appreciate it. He goes in studio.
That's what I'm talking about, guys. Everyone come in, we could talk about this stuff and have some fun.
In our highly I don't know,
High-tech.
technical StreamYard studio.
Oh, actually, and it's funny because Chill's asking about that movie. The movie, I'm going to watch
Yeah.
that tonight. I am
Yeah.
watching it tonight.
I know I got to tell Brandman about it. I haven't had a chance to, but I know Brandman saw it, the Atlas movie.
Atlas, yeah. I've seen
Yeah.
20 minutes of it, but I'm going to finish it tonight.
You are? So,
Even though I've heard people say, "Don't do it,"
And you know, I don't really mind J-Lo. Granted, you know, she's no Angela Bassett or Meryl Streep, but I've never minded her. Like, what was up with her acting in that? Her overacting.
that's
That's the only way she knows how to do stuff, man.
Oh, what is it? The Cell, I think it was called.
Yes, The Cell. I
With her?
remember that one.
You ever seen that one?
Yep.
Yeah.
What the fuck was that?
Oh man, this was like that, just like on coke, pretty much.
Yeah.
As
At
far
least
as the overact.
With the overacting, at least with The Cell, you can be like, well, it's in somebody's mind and he's crazy, so you can
explain it away.
Yeah.
In this, she was excuse me. She was just shouting. She was yelling most of her lines. She was doing a lot of dry crying, like not like Felicity Smoke on Arrow, constant dry crying, but there was a pretty decent amount of it. And just in this she delivered all of her lines like in this over the top, like panic, exasperated tone. It was weird. I'm like, what are you doing?
She's learning from Ben Affleck, huh?
Yeah. That's what, she was pretending to be yelling at Ben Affleck. And then the fake crying is her divorce with Mark Anthony.
Oh my god.
No. Oh man. But yeah. Which and Chill, I know he's been putting out a bunch of videos. He put something about with Catherine Kennedy. I was watching that before.
Oh my god. Why she keep talking? She should just stop talking. Period.
Just shut up. So okay, real quick, dude. I didn't get a chance to comment or anything, but I was watching it. I'm like, he's 100% right. Like how they they hate, men hate these women, bro. Star Wars has two of the most badass women ever made. Like Princess Leia is a complete badass from the beginning to the end of the original trilogy, and Padme, I have to give it to her. I am not a big Clone Wars fan, but I'm
Padme until the third one, man. That's where Padme loses me.
The first one, she was okay. I didn't mind it. She didn't really show off. She showed how smart she was, and
I like her in episode 1. Episode 2, she really shined. I thought.
Yeah, she was a badass. Episode 3, you can they explain it away with she's pregnant. I guess.
No, come on. We both had significant others with that've been pregnant twice. That's real.
I mean the crying a lot, yeah, but also just the giving up on life and stop being a badass. She should be yelling way more. She should be throwing shit not this motherfucker.
You think you gonna kill all those people on the planet? Oh, I got something for you. Come over here.
Yeah. So that's the thing that always gets me. Yeah. Yeah. Just don't say the word woman anymore, Kathy.
She doesn't get to complain. She came into the Star Wars franchise with this agenda of injecting as many, kind of like perfect Mary Sue characters that don't really face any challenges. And she went in with that plan. She doesn't get to piss and moan. She knew what she was doing.
Yeah.
So she's I'm not for her right now.
No. I'm not for her at all. You've known what you were doing from the beginning with a lot of these franchises that you've entered. No one wants to hear it. No one wants to hear this plight of yours, this self-imposed plight.
Yeah.
You did it to yourself, woman.
Even movies like Indiana Jones,
she's a Come on, bro.
But she's not like she's not this like Mary Sue. She's just like a shittier version of Indy. You know, so she wasn't like the main character of it. She was definitely, I think, a side character. Indy was still, to me, the main character. But it was like, that movie didn't suck because you put a female in it. It sucks because like you just like are just pushing out crap, you know,
Mhm.
and you know, and it just yeah. That's why the Acolyte, it looks cool. The concept sounds cool.
Mhm.
I have no faith in it going into it
Mhm.
that it's gonna be good. You know, could be wrong. I could be wrong, but yeah. And real quick, Deuce said Cell was
2
a
packs of
2-pack of ass. Exactly.
I think I think I watched The Cell like all the way through, maybe like just the one time.
I've seen it
That's all you need.
2 or 3
That's all
times.
you need.
I've seen it 2 or 3
Mhm.
times because some of it's funny. It's funny.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's been years since I watched it. But here, Kenny said Star Wars is full of Mary Sues, including Luke.
Wow. I'm not here for that Luke slander. Whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why would you
I'm
say
not.
he's Mary Sue though?
Yeah, I'd be interested in hearing an explanation for that.
You know, because like in the first one, he really didn't do anything besides shoot down a tube. You know what I mean? Like, he didn't do anything. You know what I mean?
He was a kid. He was annoying kid for the first time. That's all it was.
Yeah.
And then after that, I mean, that's all that really happened. He shot, into an impossible shot. He learned about the Force. He was a vehicle for that. But that's really it.
Yeah. And then in the second one, it starts off with him getting bitch slapped by a fucking space, Yeti. You know,
Mhm.
and then he had to use
Yeah.
all his fucking power to summon the lightsaber so he can cut himself down, and he still didn't even kill the Yeti. He chopped off an arm and ran.
Yeah.
And then he didn't make it home. Like he got like 10 feet out the cave, and then Han Solo had to save him. So it's like he didn't get good until he was trained. My bad. Go ahead.
Yeah, because he kind of spent a good amount of the movie behaving rash. Like rushed off from Dagobah, got his ass handed to him by Vader, lost his hand.
Mm-hmm.
Basically,
I don't blame him. I don't blame him because he didn't have his dad to show him the way. That's all I got to say.
Yeah.
That should have been in his life.
So exactly what you're explaining is A New Hope is why he's a Mary Sue. He did one thing, and he was good at it. He was good at shooting shit.
Yeah.
Just
like his dad.
Yeah. And he was a good pilot because he had a I forgot, one of the other guys came in and was like, oh yeah, he's a good pilot. He knows how to handle himself, which I don't get. But I can definitely say, if you want to say he's a Mary Sue, because like he's never flew, he never left the fucking desert, and then now he's flying a spaceship, in outer space down a tunnel, but but the first time he met somebody, he got his ass kicked. He got his ass handed by Vader. He got his ass kicked by Yoda by training. So there's definitely some things
he
where
complained. He was like, "Oh, it's so hard. It's impossible. You can't do it." Like, bro.
I mean, but I don't think that's a Mary Sue. You can explain that because he was very force sensitive. The same thing with Rey. You can explain some things that she can do because because of who she is in the lineage. You can explain some things like that. That's fine, But the problem is with Rey, she never goes down any. And I forgot who I was watching, and they were talking about this. Like, Luke lost his family. Rey never had her family. So she gained a family with Luke, with Han and Chewbacca and Finn and Poe. So him family, she gained family. Like, she never went through the same issues. So I don't know. Luke is in a Gary Sue. He trained and failed. Yeah, he failed a lot.
A lot.
You know, until the third
Mhm.
one he wasn't like a good
Anything.
force teacher, basically. Yeah.
It wasn't a great character to.
Yeah. You know,
But he was a doormat. He was used as a doormat in the second one, and
Yeah.
then the third one he started to stand up on his own 2 feet. So
yeah.
Mhm.
Is that are you thinking your family abandoned you on a desert planet is going through something? Yeah. You know,
but you
I
don't know what
mean,
you lost if you
yeah.
never had it.
You know, I think being abandoned is very different than knowing you're the reason why your family died. It was like, because
I
coming home
don't.
and seeing two burnt, to a crisp bones, and your home is all on fire. You're like, fuck, that could have been me.
I don't blame Ray though, because I blame the fact that they didn't know who she was going to be.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean,
she was going to be
there's
connected to Obi-Wan, and then all of a sudden,
originally
they
she
changed
was
it
gonna be
halfway
connected.
through.
Yeah. Well, originally I think they said Obi-Wan, and I think they were gonna do it she was somehow related to Luke.
To Luke,
Mhm.
and then they said, "No, I got it." Someone stood up and said, "I got it, guys! I got it." Palpatine, and it was like, "How the fuck does that work?"
The dumbest fucking thing ever. Still so stupid. You know what would have been absolutely perfect. I think I told you guys before was she should have been a clone using the hand from Luke. That would have been way more sense. You know what I mean? Because then she
I
can
would
keep
have.
the
Yeah.
Skywalker legit.
Mhm.
Because she would have been part of him. Yeah.
So, yeah. Yo, what's up, KK?
Okay, Dot.
KK.
What's up?
Oh my god,
Hey.
we're talking about KK. K Dot. My bad. What's going on, man? See what you guys are saying, but like I said, I didn't mind Ray, and then
they ruined it. I always say what Ray, the character, they started off okay.
Yeah.
And they just ruined it because they didn't stick with what they were going to do. Stick with your guns. Stop trying to change and make everyone happy. Dude, just keep it going.
Yeah. I don't do this. You need to have somebody running the show, and they obviously don't.
Mhm.
The best thing about Star Wars is there's so many stories they can still turn it around. They can. There's always a way to turn it around. So Mama Bear said, saw cell once, that was more than enough. Exactly. Exactly. I said exactly what you're explaining is why I knew. Oh, I think I showed that one already. Luke needed a hand in that cave, so he took it. He pulls out his big ass like hairy hand. That's like, yeah, she went through something. Yeah, she had all the Jedi in her. That made no fucking sense. She's a clone of the Emperor. Why would she have all the Jedi talking to her? It makes no sense. It's so stupid.
No, it's because I'm telling you, they're pulling out of their ass and they didn't understand what the hell they're doing. And that's
right. Skywalker, they were just throwing shit at the wall and whatever sounded good. One of the all-time worst lines in cinema is like, somehow the Emperor has returned. Really? You can't even give me a fucking explanation? You're just like, somehow.
Because you don't know either. Like, hey, we're gonna throw it. How did it happen? We're just gonna go with the Force. Is that okay with everybody? Just go with the Force.
Yeah. Yeah.
I still haven't bothered with Rise of Skywalker, but I heard that in the trailer or read about it. I think I heard it in the trailer. I was like, seriously?
Yeah. Yeah. They did some weird shit with C3PO too, where like he was like reading Sith, I think, like Sith writing, and he like it was weird, man. It was weird.
And all of a sudden the lights turn red, and I was like, this is stupid.
Yeah. Like, oh, it's because it's like forbidden or some shit.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, Rey was not relatable. She kept shrugging off Finn.
But the whole thing with they should have been the Finn and Rey thing should have been better, and Finn should have probably been the one training to be a Jedi. And there's so many things they should have done right, and they just didn't. They just didn't.
the whole thing with Finn is one of the most aggravating things ever. Was like, you stop being a stormtrooper, and even in that whole first movie, where he's like, leaves his handprint on the helmet, and it's
Mhm.
like, by the third movie, he's over here just fucking shooting all these stormtroopers. I was like, if anybody would have been relatable to, like, man, like, stop being brainwashed. Like, you're not this helmet. You know what I mean? You're more than that. Like, they could have done so much with a former stormtrooper turning to the
Mhm.
good side, and possibly being force sensitive.
Force sensitive.
So
Exactly. He should.
it makes no sense why by the end he's just fucking going ape shit on killing, stormtroopers. I was like, he should be super like, no, don't kill them. They're good guys.
Mhm.
They're
I'm
just
going to show you the right way. We're going to change and we're going to turn. It should have been like even when we got the Bad Batch, that type of thing.
yeah.
Mhm.
Black Stormtrooper was wasted that huge moment in the Force Awakens trailer.
Mm-hmm.
But he had potential. They were showing him that, like, he's not the main character, which is already kind of fucked up. Ray's the main character, but you could have made him into something that.
Well, I think they promised John Boyega this is what we're going to do, and this is the plan, and they just screwed it up.
He
They
even
just
said it.
they switched.
Him and Adam Driver both came out and and not at the same time, but different times, and said, like, like, the plan all got changed when Rian Johnson came in.
Yeah.
So, yep.
Mhm.
Let's just change everything.
Yeah, I would have been all for Finn too. Finn was a really interesting character. I think they had on their hand, and
He was
it.
they should have
Definitely
focused on him. And if they would have been right by Finn, everything in this franchise would have been right. This would have been an interesting sequel.
Yep.
Yeah, Boyega knows that. That's why he's still from what I heard or read was Daisy Ridley is trying to convince John Boyega to
and they're offering him money, and he's like, man,
Yeah, he's just not having it.
Yeah.
Can't even blame him.
He probably is like, man, he thinks about it. It's like, man, I could. And he's like, man, do you know what the fuck they did to me? F this.
Yep. And we got have you seen that with T? What's up, T?
What's up, T?
Yo, what's up, T?
And then we got Tony. Terrence. What's up, Terrence?
Oh man, Terrence is here too.
What's up, dude?
We got everyone up in here.
There we go, guys. That's what I'm talking about.
Ryan Gohita Johnson.
Man, Ryan Johnson. If I ever saw him on the street, I'm just gonna punch him in the face. Just for real. I mean, I treat him like I treat Green Bay Packer fans.
Packer fan. Yeah. It's just like, dude, come on. What are you doing? What are you doing? Don't get me started on the Black Janitor of Star Wars.
Yeah. Where you at? What did you not do?
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Boy, he has every right to give them the middle finger. Yeah, and I mean, so far he is. I don't know if he's gonna back down. A lot of money speaks, so
no, but they have to offer me a trilogy, and I need $30 million a movie.
Yeah. Well, they haven't said a new trilogy. They just said a sequel.
I don't want a one-off. You owe me at least 2 movies.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know what I want. That's the problem. Like, if you give me a one-off, I don't know what you can do to fix it. If you give me a trilogy, I still don't know what you could do to fix it.
If you focused on me and gave me first right refusal, something like that, I need to be able to read the script and enjoy what this thing is going to actually be. Because you can fool me with one movie. You could totally fool me with one movie. We've seen it.
Yeah. I mean, if they tell a good story and they kind of fix it, is that enough for you in one movie?
I don't know if they can fix it, though.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they can.
Yeah, I don't know if you can. But as of right now, you need to have somebody from beginning to end who knows who writes all 3 and who comes in and directs all 3. You know what I mean? Like, you can't be flip-flopping, every other movie, Yeah. I want nothing if it comes from her. That's another thing. I mean, Boyega might be like, nah, I'm good. Maybe, and if KK leaves and they still decide to do, a Ray movie,
Mm-hmm.
If I'm Boyega, I don't want it to be a Ray movie. Ray could be in my movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I don't think that's gonna happen.
Mm.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
No, I don't see it happening at all. Especially at this point in time.
Yep.
When The Force Awakens came out, after that came out, possibly, but then The Last Jedi came out and just kind of pissed all over the character.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm sure they continue to do that in Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah,
but
pretty much. It gets even worse with Finn, I believe, in there, because they bring in other former stormtroopers, I believe. Who's and then you think that's Lando's daughter,
Yeah,
but you're not sure.
Yeah.
It's just like, I don't know.
The things they did in the sequel trilogy for me was just so bad. I don't trust them to do another one unless it's all written out. I need to see the storyboard. I need to know where you're gonna go. I need to know that they're gonna stick with this story when I signed on the dotted line.
Here's the question, even for like you guys in chat. So George Lucas is supposedly coming back, and he's going to be involved in some Star Wars things. People are saying that possibly a movie or trilogy or something like that. What if he does another trilogy? Doesn't retcon, doesn't refix anything.
If he directs it, I don't want nothing to do with directing.
No. He comes in and he maybe not. I can see him co-directing, possibly producing and writing. For 3 more movies. Can he fix it?
Is he going to have total control?
Nope.
Is he going to have the total control of what goes on?
It seems like they give the control to the directors, because they let JJ do what he did in the first one, but then he had a plan, and then they let Ryan do whatever the hell he wanted, and then they let JJ do the third one, and again he kind of did whatever he wanted.
I will want if
I'm truly about midichlorians. That's it. Just all about midichlorians. Like a documentary, like style. Morgan Freeman narrating.
I will want Filoni to direct one of them, and I need to see. I need to see what they're going to do. I need to know that they're going to stick with the storyboard and make sure the characters are totally fleshed out the right way, and you have a full character arc that actually works, and you're not going to do anything, and you're not going to listen to toxic fans complain about something, and you're going to change it halfway through. Like, I don't know if I want a trilogy if they're not going to stick to their guns.
Stick to a plan. Yeah. Yeah. And for better or for worse, Kevin Feige, especially in the early stages of Marvel, all the way through to Endgame, he did, Edgar Wright left Ant-Man because, Kevin Feige's like, listen, you could do this, but you have to stay in this box. You have to do this. It has to have this in it, and especially someone like Edgar Wright is not a guy who I think likes being micromanaged.
Absolutely not.
But then he tried to. It's funny. Feige stepped away, and now he's going back to going to these no-name directors because he wants to be in control of what's going on from now on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I think like the biggest name director he brought on was so we're still on the topic of Feige, right?
Yeah. I mean,
yeah, like like the biggest name director he brought on in the MCU was who? Sam Raimi. But yeah, but anyway,
Sam Raimi's big.
No, I don't mind that, but I think that he needs to be in control of the story. Someone who knows comic books, knows what's going on, needs to be in control of the story and keep it on track.
Trying to see what because I'm like, the Russo brothers were big, but were they big before they came into the MCU? I
mean, Russo's done stuff, but they were.
Well, I think the biggest thing they were part of was Community.
Yeah.
They helped write or direct, and I think their studio or whatever was doing it. But I'm looking at like the movies before they got in. They weren't big, man. You know, they did. He did some Arrested Development stuff, a lot of TV stuff.
Yeah.
For movies, fuck, man. Did they do any movies? Because I'm looking at just Anthony because I can't look at them together. I'm looking at Anthony Russo. Before Winter Soldier, he did.
Didn't he do You, Me, and Dupree?
You, Me, and Dupree.
He did some episodes of Community, if I'm not
This
mistaken.
Community, the LAX, LAX. Welcome to Collinwood. Pieces, The Kiss. Like he didn't do anything big. So as much as we love the Russo brothers, Kevin Feige made the Russo brothers. Made them bigger, made them to the next level because they were big on TV. Don't get me wrong.
Kevin Feige gave them direction, and they had to listen to his direction, and that's what kept everything together.
Coogler was a pretty big name, I think. He was because at that point I think he already did Creed, and Creed was well received, I believe, right? By the time he did Black Panther.
I don't know if he was. I don't know. I don't even know if he did. Did he do Creed? The first one?
The first one.
The first Creed.
I thought, well, I mean, Fruitvale Station is what I knew Coogler from. It was all Fruitvale Station. You know?
Yeah. So Creed came out in 2015 and Black Panther came in 2018. So you know that. Yeah, I'll say Coogler was a big one, and I believe he directed Creed 2.
I don't know if he was big. I think he did now.
Creed 2.
He's big now.
Yeah, he was like rising. He was definitely like he already kind of made a name for himself and was getting to that point. And then Black Panther definitely took him up higher. You know, but think like Edgar Wright was probably the biggest. You know, but he didn't even finish the project because you had somebody who was very creative and very knows what they want. You know, but again, you have to have somebody like Kevin Feige come in like, no, we need to do this. You know,
is that what's going on with Blade? Is that what we're
gonna get into that in a minute? But just to finish up the Star Wars stuff, none of it's gonna be good until they get somebody who knows how to run the show, and KK is that person that knows how to run the show.
She's all marketing. Let her market.
It's not even. Is it though? Is it marketing?
I mean, it's toys. It's telling people we're gonna make toys. It's almost going back to the way Transformers used to be in the 80s or G.I. Joe in the 80s. It's focusing on one aspect of it, not realizing that it has to deal with all of this stuff.
Because the toys suck, man. Especially for the Acolyte toys, they do not look good.
I was gonna say the same thing.
Did you? Yeah, did you see them? They are not good.
Yeah.
So and then she comes out and she talks and she, like, I'm all for diverse and having women in there and stuff like that. But when you say like, oh, men is the reason why this movie failed, I was like, it was like my sister hated the sequel trilogy. My girlfriend hated the sequel trilogy. Like, they're not men, obviously, and they're not like I hate women, the very opposite of it. So it's like you can't put that label and expect like that to be the thing, so it's like my sister's over fucking Star Wars. She's like, I don't give a shit anymore. Like,
there's a lot of really? Star
Wars. Oh yeah, like she's like, I mean, she was barely on the thread with it anyway, and then that shit happened. She's like, I'm good. So, but yeah. Said you could tell that Rise of Skywalker was 2 movies smashed into one. Chewbacca dies and resurrected 20 minutes later. CP0 will get his mind wiped. Comes back 20 minutes later. 2 movie arcs smashed into one, which makes sense because he was probably trying to make up for the second movie and the third. But that's what happens when you end the story in the middle of telling the story. like you can't do that, man. Like, you can't kill the bad guy halfway through and expect the ending to be good. So Kylo was never the bad guy. It should have been Snoke.
It should have been Snoke. Exactly. And it should have stayed with the way they're going. And they just didn't. And they ruined it.
Yeah. All right. Man, you guys are all chit-chatting in here. We go, Kathy Kennedy is the worst. Then when I wipe from my bottom of my shoe. Sometimes in life she needs to be force choked by Darth Vader. Oh man. Brandman, wake up. Been a long day, man. Been a long day.
It's been a long week.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get up and like
Yeah.
pace for a minute probably.
Yeah. It said diverse. Didn't her emails get leaked and she was going in on Kevin Hart? Probably, man.
Huh,
I
that
mean,
I didn't hear.
I haven't heard too, but I know Chillmonger on his recent video, go check that one out. It came out maybe a couple hours ago. And he even said it, he's like, you go on your Star Wars Twitter and you're like, oh yeah, we love, our black actors and actresses. We love our women actresses. It's like we have to stand behind them. Like racism needs to stop because the whole stuff with Moses Ingram, from Kenobi show. Right.
Mhm.
And
Can-
but
yeah.
then they don't do any diverse cast unless it's a woman, and then even the women you give shitty stories to.
But that's exactly, people want to say diverse, and then when they say diverse, they want to have a specific group that doesn't really have have all diversity. When you talk about diversity, it's just like, okay, I'm just going to focus on this one part that can be seen as maybe diverse, but it's not involving everyone. It's not really, I still only know 4 black people in all Star Wars and entire, whatever, like it's, how diverse is it really? How many Hispanic people are really there? You know what I'm saying? Like, if half the world is Asian, then what the hell? I don't know. Diversity is just non-white male guys. That's it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll be back in a few minutes, guys. Keep
cool.
going.
Yeah. Well, once you get back, we'll get into some of the main topics.
Okay.
Whenever you get us going on Star Wars, man, it's just us. I know Planet Fanax is kind of the same way. He's a big Star Wars nerd too. So
I do kind of what Terrence. I hate when Disney does these checking boxes things, and trying to make it like, oh, I'm diverse because I'm checking all the boxes.
Yeah.
Man, whatever.
The government does that shit. You know what I mean? Like not and for me, the best way to support diversity is cast diverse, or have a diverse cast, which is one thing, right? That's the box they check. But if you don't have the director, that's a big one too. Even behind the camera is big. Behind the camera is big. I believe what's her name? I can't remember her name. But from the Marvels, I think she did a good job. Yeah. It wasn't a horrible movie like people claim it was, but it could have been better with some direction. You know what I mean? But again, Kevin Feige was so hands off, and I'm sure he was probably almost halfway out the door with more and more stuff I'm reading about how Chapek was handling a lot of that shit. But have the cast, have people behind, like you said, have some writers. But at the end of the day, it needs to be a good story, because if it's a good story, like, you're not giving the ammo to the people.
What does it take to have a good story? You need to have money behind it. So it's not just giving someone the opportunity, but having the money and having all the stuff behind it too. Are you really investing into this diversity idea that you want to have? Say, I want diversity, but I'm not going to give you. I'm going to give you this opportunity, and if you fail, see, I told you. I told you it wasn't going to be good. But they're not giving you the opportunity, a true opportunity. And I think that's Disney has done that a lot. So yeah, I don't like the idea of saying diversity. Diversity is a loaded word. It's just something that someone wants to throw out there without really diving into what does that mean. Do I have black producers? Do I have Hispanic directors? Do I have any of those things? Because they're out there. The Russo brothers, as you said, didn't do crap.
Yeah.
So there are people out there that can do the stuff that you're giving the opportunities to. Give them good characters, give them storylines, give them good writers, and then let's see what happens. And then we can talk about diversity.
A great example, Ryan Coogler, right? He had an idea of continuing the Rocky story, but with Creed, with a great actor, great actress with I can't think of her name, his wife in the movie. Valkyrie, Tessa Thompson, so he had that and then went with it, You know what I mean? Same with Black Panther. A lot. They put a shit ton of money behind it. Because it's Marvel, it's Disney. With a great cast. Strong cast all the way around from Chadwick to Angela. Like they had a cast, and then made. I believe it's like
highest grossing.
I think it's the 5th highest grossing movie of all time. I could be wrong. I think it's like 5 or 6 or something like that. Like it's up there with the most.
I was gonna say it's the highest grossing
money.
Marvel movie. Is why
it's the highest grossing Marvel movie.
No, but it's Infinity and
yeah, those
so.
yeah. But that's kind of a cheat code when you put you put everybody in the fucking
into
movie.
this one movie.
Yeah, but yeah. So yeah, I mean, you're able to do that, but a good story is when another good example, X-Men 97. X-Men 97. You had the showrunner. Was a gay black man on top of that. It was like super diverse. You could double check a box, right? That's exactly what Disney wants. But at the end of the day, he told great stories, and he respected the material, and he gave the people what they wanted. So.
But it also, he understood what he was doing. That he gave money. You have good illustrations. The whole thing was all good. Everything was good. Was good. So like, it wasn't just like you give someone something and say, "All right, good luck," but you support it. You give all those things behind it.
Yeah.
And then he gets fired. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I mean, there's still reasons. Now there's like stuff coming out like, oh, he was hard to work with.
So.
So okay, because a lot of people are like calling him out because he worked on The Witcher before, and he obviously he's the kind of guy that respects the material. So he called out some of the writers. He's like, oh, a lot of these writers, laugh and mock the material, the books and the video games. So when he left, a couple of writers from the show were like, no, fuck him, he's just hard to work with. He's just making excuses, blah blah blah. I was like, was he though, or was he being right? Because why did Henry leave?
Exactly.
He's not showing his being weighing all over the internet.
And now we got great value in there right now. But Witcher, oh my gosh.
Yep.
Oh man.
Aldi brand.
It was woman, they love you next and they hate you. Listen to Green Goblin, it was 100%. That is true. I need to find that clip, make that a little clip. Terrence said Black Panther deserves more props financially than Infinity War Endgame, exactly, because Black Panther was a solo film compared to everyone and their grandmother in the other 2 films. Exactly.
Yep. No, I agree 100%.
That's why I said it's a cheat code. I mean, you gave Captain America the hammer. It was like people lost their damn minds, like you put Spider-Man being carried by Valkyrie and I mean you legit
every character that you have, all of it ended like with the summation of everything that you've done in all that the last 12 years. So I mean, it is definitely a cheat code, and it's one of those things. I look at Black Panther and you see how well it does, and you never give it. Let me just stop, because I'm gonna get to a place where we're gonna start getting the recast T'Challa, and I'm gonna get angry. So let's just stop now. All right.
Yeah, it'll inevitably end up there, right?
That's how it always does.
I'll be all type of upset.
Exactly. To respect the source material. That's exactly what but he probably didn't have as much pull as when showrunner. 97 he's the showrunner, but we'll see, man. We'll see. Because it's hard to work with, and being fired for hard to work with, worth the amount of money you're gonna lose if the story's bad. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Henry got a lot of stories on him, so I don't know. What Mass Effect show now? That'd be cool. That'd be fun.
Yeah, it would be cool.
So Henry grabbed those Witcher writers by the throats, and he got them scared. Henry thought they course corrected. They didn't, so he decided to dip out. Pretty much.
Oh, he warned him, man. All the last couple of seasons, he kept talking about
Kyle.
it. Oh my god! You know what? Matter of fact, I'm gonna go. We're gonna do this one right. We're gonna talk about AccuGun right here. I told you this one.
Which one though?
So this is a very cool series. Just check it out. That's all I'll say. Brutalizer of the
What
God.
studio is that?
I don't remember which one this is. This was Omni Press. I think it was Omni Press.
Oh,
That looked through. That's only. Yeah, it's Omni Press.
yeah. Okay. Mama Bear says, "Don't say it a third time."
Oh, you going boy? I got a bag full of stuff that I could talk about.
Yeah.
Black Panther.
You say a third time, Chill's gonna come in here. We're just gonna
It's all over.
Train going. Oh man.
Yeah,
All right,
the whole
let's talk
thing-
about this.
The whole thing will be hijacked. It'll be all be over.
Yeah. Since we're talking about Marvel, let me just hit this and we'll just jump right into it. All right. So since we're already on the Marvel train, we got some news about Marvel, a couple Marvel projects. We'll start off with Giancarlo Esposito is being casted in the MCU.
Yep.
We don't know what, but we do know what he's not gonna be, at least according to him. Also, grain of salt, Andrew Garfield said he wasn't gonna be in Spider-Man. So there's that.
So you don't know.
Yeah, but he did say he's not Dr. Doom, he's not Xavier. I believe he listed a couple other ones.
But he did say so. He's this character he's going to play is going to be teased in the movie, right? And then they're going to have its own show afterwards. So teased in the movie, he's going to have his own show afterwards. So that's why everyone said Dr. Doom, right? Because in Fantastic Four, he's going to be teased, and then they have the Doom stories they have. But now they said it's not Dr. Doom. Now what is it going to be? Who could this character possibly be?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna hold my comments to myself until you guys kind of flesh out what you think. But I have a sneaking suspicion that we of who it could be, and we've heard whispering of him.
Yeah. I'll kind of save that for you once we get to that. You have any thoughts who he might be, Brandon?
Honestly, I have no idea.
Yeah.
It could, with him saying, that he's not Doom or Professor X, knowing Marvel, it could be something that to throw us off, even though I kind of hope he's not either of those characters. Mephisto could be cool. They are kind of dipping here and there into the more supernatural side of Marvel anyway, so I'd be fine with that. I think he could potentially make a pretty good Mephisto.
I mean, you have to look at things about him. Giancarlo said he has to. Giancarlo Esposito has to be a big character, right? He is a big like if he's going to be in, if he's going to be Moff Gideon, he has to be the main villain for something, right? If he's going to be a
absolutely,
he needs to be a big fleshed out character, and he already told you it's going to be movie, and then TV show, then probably another movie. So he's not doing it for shits and giggles. So it has to be something very big and something that you don't think about a lot. So I think you guys are definitely going down the right, right area. That's the right area.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. So he won't be Magneto or Dr. Doom. He is going to be in Brave New World, which is the new Captain America movie.
He will be in it. Yeah.
It appears though he's set to be a serious thorn in Sam Wilson's side. I'm kind of curious. I besides Mephisto, I'd be kind of interested. The big rumor for a long time was Sacha Baron Cohen, Borat might be
and the problem is it's been so long ago. We heard that the whole thing with him being Mephisto was he possibly couldn't wait that long, and the contract that they worked on has kind of come to an end. The time between from when they talked about it to where it is has statute of limitations, it's gone away.
There were those rumors he was going to show up as Mephisto and Ironheart.
But Ironheart's already done filming, but they're going to have reshoots of Ironheart before they release it. I wonder why.
You think they get rid of Sacha Baron Cohen though? Because like Chill's saying he's in Ironheart. You know, he'd be such a great Mephisto.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, sure would.
You know, so I don't know. I don't know who he could play. You know, it has to be obviously an older character. Mephisto would be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because like age with that character kind of doesn't matter, so he can kind of look however he wants to look, and then you can always CGI, you know, stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I honestly don't know. Like Mephisto would be interesting if they go that route. Maybe they do different versions or different looks of Mephisto, like he's a shapeshifter or something. Maybe they decide to go something like that route. You know, here's my question: what if he is Kang or a version of Kang?
Actually, so what I was going to go with is what if he's the Beyonder?
The Beyond. Ooh.
So what you say, a version of Kang, right? But then the rumor was that they were going to be like that. But what if he's the Beyonder? That's a huge role, right? He could be evil. He could be smart. He's going to be the smartest person in the room, most powerful person in the room. And anytime he's there, what if he's like the Beyonder?
You would have to make him a household name before you make him a TV show. You know what I mean? You have to do something like Guardians of the Galaxy. Yeah, comic book fans know he's not big in the comic books until recently. You know, now Guardians are huge. The Beyonder is big, but he just shows up here and there.
Yeah.
You know, I it's another like Madam Web thing, you know.
But you know, he's going to be the main problem with having, we don't have that battle world because of the Beyonder. The reason why all these these realities are going to be ending is because of the Beyonder.
Yeah.
So then he's a big thing when you really look at it. Like that could be something.
Yeah.
I still say Mephisto will be my number one, but the Beyonder could be something that we can look into and possibly see.
It's just he's showing up in I
Brave New World.
Brave New World, which is not I don't think it's gonna get too much into supernatural. I don't think it's gonna get into a lot of the space stuff. So it means it's gonna be into a lot of Earth, quote unquote, normal crazy stuff, you know, Red Hulk, you know, people with some superpowers and stuff. So that's why I'm leaning more towards an X-Men kind of character.
Why couldn't it be, which is great, but why couldn't it just be the movie it's still the movie, right? And at the end you see the incursion and you start seeing other things. We find out that other places dimensions are being destroyed. And that's just a precursor to Fantastic Four. And we find out what's happening with those other dimensions being destroyed, who's doing it. And it's just a cameo. It's just a small part, just to kind of telling you about what's going on. And then you see what's going on in the TV show, and then explains how you get to Secret Wars.
Yeah. It could. I can see that. I think the most upsetting thing is like he's just not a random dude, but like just a new character who's just part of the government or some shit. Like he's just the vice president to Harrison Ford. Like that's all they do, you know. And then he's just this new character that they made or some shit like that.
But he's too big of a name, and he wouldn't go for it. Like exactly for him to enter Star Wars, he had to be the baddest of the bad. Like he had to be dude.
Yeah, I could see him doing something along the lines of who's we just watched him in X-Men 97. The dude that like helped build the Sentinels.
Sinister. Oh, you talking about
the human, like normal human guy.
What's his name? The builder. My God.
He was in one of the Peter Dinklage played him in one of the in the prequels.
Yeah.
I can't.
I know exactly what I know exactly what you're talking about.
Peter Dinklage. Trask.
Yeah, Trask.
Oh my
thank
God.
you.
I'm like,
I kept wanting to say Striker, but I'm like, no, Striker's the other. Yeah, Trask. I can see him doing something like Trask, where he's the vice president. He's Trask. He hates people with powers, so that's why he's a thorn in the side of.
I still don't think that's big enough.
I
And
don't
he
think
will be.
I don't think it's going to be
Remember,
that big of a character.
but he says it's going to be a big character though.
I don't know, because Trask can easily go into to the X-Men, no problem, because obviously for reasons. I don't know if you can do it. Like, obviously, you can't do a TV show, so if they go that route, maybe he's in a TV show where they deal with humans. Maybe season 2 of Miss Marvel, he's the problem because he wants to hunt down the mutant.
I think it's Agatha.
The trash. Nah, he needs to be a better character than that. I do too. I'm just saying, like, what if that's what he is? Like,
I think Agatha is the TV show.
Agatha,
Mhm.
but that he shows up in.
And it's Mephisto. It's Mephisto. I think it's Agatha as Mephisto.
I can see that. Also, where did I see Terrence? He said this. He goes, "Oh my God, Henry Cavill and Mr. Sinister is cheating. The X-Men will not win. Just throw in the cards. Just throw in the cards. Gambit. He would be awesome, Mr. Sinister, but that would be movie level. Like, you need to have like movie level Henry Cavill. That would be pretty cool. And I think it would really be able to push Henry to being a bad guy. I think it would be cool. I don't think he's really been like a bad guy. Mission Impossible, he was a bad guy, but he was a bad spy. So it just means like you're just a normal dude who kicks ass on the wrong side of ass kickery. I don't know, but seeing him do a bad guy would be kind of cool. Definitely. Also, talking about throwing cards, I'm wearing our new, our new merch. There we go. I'm still waiting for another one, but I'm trying to show. Man, damn mic's in the way. There you go. Got that. Rocking it. Brian's got the tank top.
Get the tank
top. Brandman will get one soon. But yeah, so I think the link for that is like somewhere connected to our YouTube. I don't know, but we got a few shirts. We got this one, we got a Wolverine one, and we have a Make Hulk again one, which is pretty awesome. Like, very like political looking, but it's like, Make Hulk again. And What a Wonderful Day, which I kind of like that one a lot. But hopefully, I don't know. I don't know if it's gonna turn into anything, but sticking our hand in that merch stuff. They said no more super chats for the Spoiler Kings. This is now week 3 of Interview with the Vampire, and have not received a link or invite. No more money for top bumps. Well, I was just thinking that today. I was like, we got to get Danny, because now it's the second half of the season, right? It's going to be the second. No, it's still the first half.
Oh, we still
there's 8 episodes. Yeah, so it's midway through. We'll definitely we'll get you in. Hopefully this week.
No, I want you in anytime, man.
Yeah, I'm at that. We'll get you in this week, and then I know L. Oh, not L. Is L big in it? I know Cookie.
Cookie is more than L.
Big fan. Yeah. So, but yeah, we gotta get some of you guys into Interview with Vampire, because I mean, one, to help you out, because I know Danny, you're super a big fan. Also help out your channel with stuff like that, because for us, it's doing really good.
Interview with Vampire is off the chain.
Yeah.
No shit.
Yeah. So, but they said Cap 4 will be grounded like Winter Soldier. This is a good thing based on Sam Wilson's character. Yeah,
but it's true. But if he's just going to be interviewed, if he's just going to be like a small part, it could be anything. So it opens the door for anything still. Yeah.
How you been doing?
Some tea.
Oh yeah. What's up? But cool. He goes, just saw somewhere they're doing live action How to Train Your Dragon. I'm really intrigued. Yeah. They already got a lot of casts. Do they have a live cast?
They just finished. Yeah. They just finished filming it like last week.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I thought it was done. I wasn't sure, but I thought it was done like the 21st was like the last day. Done.
Yeah. Because I think we went over the casting for it like a while ago.
I think we did too.
So that should be pretty cool. What do y'all think about the potential Incredibles and Nemo reboot? I would have loved sequel. I heard they're gonna do a sequel, Incredible
yeah.
sequel.
Just give me an Incredibles 3. That's all I need.
Oh no, I like that.
Yeah,
Nemo. Unless you have an interesting story, I don't know what else you can do
why?
with it.
That's my question.
Exactly.
Yeah, I really don't. Like Dory was interesting, but also that was a character you're able to explore. Like you really can't go into Nemo, maybe into the future. Like he has
and
kids.
he's gonna be a fish and still do the same problems. Like still have
like he
a
just becomes
turtle
his
and
dad. Yeah. So yeah. I don't know, but yeah, leave Nemo alone. I want Incredibles 3. I'll be cool with that.
Hey, every 15 years we need another Incredibles.
Finding Bruce.
Okay, he's a shark, a big one. How'd you lose his ass?
It's him discovering himself. He found himself.
Oh, okay.
A lot of
finding Brian. It's like I'm big as fuck.
Like it was his inner struggle of being a shark and not wanting to eat fish. That would be the worst kids movie of all time. Like I want to kill them, but I know I shouldn't.
They taste so good. The morsels, I don't know.
Finding Marlin, but I feel that would be more of a prequel.
And that sounds like
want to do that.
Taken. It sounds like Taken now.
Taken.
So now,
I mean, that's what Finding Nemo was basically, right? it was a kid version of Taken with less violence.
So you'll take first. You're gonna take Nemo. And you're gonna take Dory, and now you're gonna take the dad. Oh, come on, man. Whatever. Come on. It's enough.
I could see them doing like something like Finding Marlin and being a prequel where how he finds the mom. You know what I mean? Stuff like that.
I don't even know mom. No, that's too depressing.
Yeah. Do like How I Met Your Mother, but Finding Nemo style.
With a better ending.
Not really, because the mom dies in that one too.
I as you said, I don't pay attention to that ending. The alternate ending is the one I like.
No, I'm saying in Finding Nemo. If that's the ending. Hey man, guess what? A lot of babies and the mom dies. So.
Well, you never saw the mom. You don't know if she did.
I mean,
what if that's what it is?
Wrong,
what if they find out that she never died and she just lost her memory?
Well, she just like swam through the intestines of the whatever.
The eel? No, I'm saying like that.
He went after her.
He knocked her out and she landed on something else and she ended up in America. So instead of being the Australian current, they fly to
like 3 babies.
They swing to the Atlantic and they're there and they see his mom.
I mean, yeah, you could.
I mean, I think that'd be terrible, but I mean, just saying. You
Bruce gets adopted by Darla or Dory.
She's adopted by a big shark. Is adopted by Darla.
The person who keeps forgetting. Yeah. You do Monsters Incorporated 3. Well, technically, wouldn't it be number 2? Because University was a prequel. But I mean, I know what you mean. I'm just kind of being. Yeah. Because University was the second movie, but it was a prequel. So, and I kind of want to see that world after they find out laughter is more efficient. Be cool with that. The next hit movie, How Spoiler Kings Met Mama.
That's like when Harry met Sally. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. All right. Didn't they have a monster show? Yeah, they have it on now. I don't think
Monsters at Work or something like that. Monsters at Work
or something like that. I don't think I've seen any of the episodes yet. It's really harsh that the fish supposedly killed the fish eggs. Doesn't eat fish eggs. Oh, what does is clownfish? Nemo's siblings were eaten by coral. Oh my god!
Holy crap!
The hell, Mom?
Yeah, that's changed the way to move. Man, that's terrible.
All right, Terrence. Appreciate you. Always appreciate you coming in.
Thanks, Terrence.
Out with us. Thank you. Yeah, everyone go support Terrence, man. He posts a lot of stuff and a lot of like fun stuff. So, so check him out.
Free Terrence.
I gotta go.
Free
Terrence.
Free T virus shirt. That's what I'm gonna have
Yeah.
on Monday.
Release the T virus. No, except I take care. No, it's all good, man. But cool. They went Harry Met Sally rom-com.
Exactly. Rom-com.
It is. I don't know. That's a good topic for a show. Rom-com.
What's the greatest rom-com ever?
Is
the Notebook overrated?
Ooh.
Yeah, it is.
That's actually not a bad. It is. I agree. Because we're going to be starting a tournament in the community tab for voting. So like a rom-com tournament wouldn't be too bad. See how the first one goes. I like that. All right. I could do the sandwich.
I'll have what she's having.
Yeah. Recreate the scene. All right. So yeah, Giancarlo, let us know who you think he might be, where he might show up, stuff like that. But another more Marvel news, and this one just doesn't seem to die, even though it seems like Marvel's really trying to kill it.
I think Grandman called it like a month ago.
He did. Yeah. Mahershala Ali, Blade. So it has nothing to do with him specifically, but the movie that he was casted for 5 years ago, legit 5 years ago, we were told he's going to be Blade, and all we got was him speaking words off screen in a post-credit scene. So that's all we got from him so far. But Blade is going through more rewrites. Again, this is like the third or fourth time, something crazy like that. Supposedly some of the high-ups are not happy. I believe they said that the main story is good. They just need some of the details, supposedly, something along those lines. So there's that, more rewrites, right? More script touch-ups. Meanwhile, today, news came out that Mahershala Ali just signed on the new Jurassic World sequel with Scarlett Johansson. Is this kind of the out he needs? He's like, oh, well, I got scheduling conflicts. See ya. Is Blade gonna ever happen? And two, is Mahershala Ali legit Blade?
I don't think it's gonna happen.
At this point, just bring back Wesley Snipes, man. Just let him do it. Just let him do it. It would already been done.
Yeah.
And as for Mahershala Ali, I'm sure there's other opportunities that are presenting themselves to him that he's not able to do because he's waiting on that. At this point, it's kind of like I wouldn't even blame him if he backed out at this point.
Blade's happening because they're going to all in on Midnight Suns. That's why it's going to happen.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, writing on the wall. It's legit. It's like the more I believe I was watching John Campea the other day, and he said like, "Oh, I wouldn't be surprised if that's what it says." And then like today, Mahershala Ali like gets casting in another movie. So Jurassic World is ass. It is, but it's an ass that makes $1 billion. So I mean, I can't be mad. So, and also I'll be kind of curious though to see what the hell they're gonna do, especially with Scarlett Johansson and now Mahershala Ali. Like, I'm curious.
I'm not. I mean, it's dinosaurs. There's not much you can do. Not get eaten.
I mean, you're not.
That's it. Don't eat me. All right.
Yeah.
Unless she's gonna be Black Widow, I'm not really interested.
Yeah. Kevin Davis said, I wouldn't be shocked or surprised if Disney put Blade on Disney Plus instead of theaters. If they did that, it'd be really, really sad for that character.
I would rather you go ahead put it, take it, don't release it. Put it on the back burner if you're gonna do that.
Yeah. Figure things out.
Yeah.
Think life's expensive ass. I mean, if you're gonna get it, might as well be expensive, right? No cheap ass.
I'd rather not pay.
Right, not pay. You earn it. The hard work. I don't know. What do you think? What do you think, Brandman? Is Mahershala Ali going to be Blade?
At this, I'm kind of getting skeptic. I'm thinking he won't be. Yeah, great actor. Don't get me wrong. is really, really gravitating towards the idea of him as Blade. For all I know, he still might play Blade, but just look at how much time they've wasted over the past couple of years for one reason or another. Who likes kind of getting like jerked around like that. I really wouldn't be surprised if well, actually, it kind of lost my train of thought for a minute. And let's keep it a stack. Mahershala Ali is 50 years old. You know, not ancient, but this role is going to be physically demanding. This is Blade we're talking about. I'm sure this wouldn't be the only time we see him. So you kind of want somebody kind of in that prime age and shape of their life to be part of this.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Wesley Snipes was 36 in Blade 1.
Yeah, he was 36 in the first one. Yep.
Yeah. That's a huge difference.
I'm gonna say he could be anyway, but
Snipes so shit. Yeah,
he still could do it. There's only like 8 years difference between Wesley Snipes and Mahershala Ali.
I mean, really, Sterling K. Brown's also 50 something. I think. What didn't we look it up the other day? 50,
like 40, 47.
I think it was. Yeah. So, but he's a great actor too. I don't know.
So you have to be able to do the stunts, and that's the thing. After seeing Wesley Snipes, I have to believe that you can do it, and that's gonna be the hard thing. No matter what, Sterling K. Brown is 48. Mahershala Ali is in his 50. It don't matter if it's Wesley Snipes is 60. Maybe you're passing on the torch. Maybe just pass on the torch and call it a day.
Let's see. Omar Epps he's also 50. I mean, not pass the torch on to like, oh, we're gonna do his daughter now. Like, no.
I was just I got an idea, guys. I got an idea. All right. So Blade meets somebody, right? And off screen has a baby. Okay. And this baby, and then Blade gets killed somehow, right? By a wooden stake. And then we're gonna bring this baby Blade and we're gonna let him do all the stories of Blade for the future. Blade. That way we can have a young Blade go ahead and do all the stories, and he'll be a day walker too. We can just do it that way, right? Yeah.
And we'll call him. And also, before he died, he was also. Well, no, Blade is. What's Blade's real name? I can't think of his real name.
We call him Beyblade.
Beyblade. Boom! Look at that, man. You get multiple franchises all together.
Oh my god,
Beyblade. That's hilarious. That is funny though. But yeah, it's like, is it Eric Simmons? Eric Simmons. Okay.
I thought Eric Simmons was.
It reminded me of Spawn.
Spawn. That's what I thought.
I think. I have to look it up, but I don't know. If at this point they just need to stop talking about the movie. Eric Brooks. That sounds about right.
Yeah, that's
Brooks.
okay.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah, you are correct. Yeah. Yeah. It's pulling him kind of forever. Yeah. You saw what he did there.
You caught me.
You were gonna like, and they make a clone of him, and it's a woman clone of him. I was like, okay, calm down there, KK. Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah. Blade. The movie needs to be good. One, you need to respect the character because Blade is the reason why you as a company still exist.
Yep.
You have to respect Al Simmons. There you go. Al Simmons. No.
That's Al Simmons.
Eric Draven. you just throwing like anybody who was kind of like dead and like he's undead, right? That counts.
I'll tell you, Midnight Suns might as well do it.
Here you go. Willie Marr said it. Blade ain't coming out.
I'm starting to feel the same way if this movie will ever see the light of day.
It's like I said, it's been 5 years, and all we got was a few words off screen.
Yeah.
I mean, even people had a question like, "Who was that?" No one knew.
I'm
do
at a
you
point where
just completely start over? Do you scrap it all, put it on the back burner until you can figure out what you're doing once X-Men come in, and then you introduce them later? Is that a better route at this point?
I think you do exactly what X-Men did. Make it animated. Make Blade animated, just like the video game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I think that's what you do, and that way you don't have to worry about the rewrites and actors and how old they are, or any of that stuff. Just make it animated, and you can still continue your Midnight Suns crap, and whatever you want to do. Just saying, and make it animated.
Have you read the Rising Stars comic?
I haven't. I know it has 20. I saw a couple of 20 issues of it, but I have not read it.
Okay.
That's something I would like to.
Yeah. God, said Blade is a new Detox album. This should be scrapped. That's what Deuce was saying. They were taking the expensive ass. You're gonna get him locked up. Pay for it. It's fair and square. But yeah, I don't know. They just need to scrap it, kind of, and I think that might be better for the fans too. Just be like, you know what? We lost direction of what we want to do. We're gonna hold off on Blade. He's still somebody we want to do in the future. We respect Mahershala Ali to not keep him tied up on this project. We respect the fans to not string you guys along. Blade will be in the MCU at some point. Once
they already have the Midnight Suns going, and that's the thing. And
yeah,
they're going to cast all that.
Do they?
They've been doing stuff and hiring writers for Midnight Suns already.
Are they? I haven't heard that.
Yeah, that's what
it'd be cool if they do.
And that's the thing, though. So it's like they have to keep it going. I don't know what you do with it to save this, because I don't know how it's savable. But
Brandon at Spawn. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, how many? For me, it always seems like the more you talk about, the more you talk about a project, the more eyes it's gonna get, and especially when the project is just running in circles. Then it's just like you're not making anybody happy. I'm sure Mahershala Ali's pissed. Like the dude, I believe he's an Academy Award winning actor. Like, what the fuck? Like, bro, I'm gonna go over here, make the stupid dinosaur movie, and make a shit ton of money. Call me if you're ever ready, kind of thing. I don't know. No.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. So it just doesn't. So Midnight Suns is supposed to come out after. Was it Doctor Strange?
Brian gets to be Bishop. Brandman gets to be Spawn, and I get to be fucking Paul Blart. Like, what the fuck, man?
Here comes the boom. That's all. You're good.
Yeah, here comes the boom. Right? At least he's somewhat in shape. Like, yeah.
Oh,
yeah. Dude said Blade saved comic book movies once. It'll be time to help themselves. Yeah. So absolutely don't agree with him, Mama Bear. He got 2 out of 3 right. I'll take Sabretooth. All right.
I'm okay with him being Sabretooth. Yeah, that works. Okay. I'm just saying, since Doctor Strange 3 is going to be coming out, that's when they're going to do Midnight Suns right after Doctor Strange 3.
I can see that.
And they're going to connect those things. So that's why Blade was supposed to come out, then Doctor Strange 3 is going to come out, and then they're going to have Midnight Suns. And they're going to start filming Midnight Suns right after they're done with Blade. So that's how it was supposed to go. But we can't ever get the Blade movie. I don't know what happens. And do they stop Doctor Strange? What do they do now?
I mean, you can still set it up, but just don't
can't do it without Blade.
Introduce I mean, you can maybe you start doing something like they did in early MCU stuff. Blah 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 had a movie. and then here comes Nick Fury, and then now this guy had a movie. Here comes Tony Stark, asking about Avengers and stuff.
But the
Avenger
Iron
Initiative.
Man of all is
Yeah.
still Blade.
Mhm.
I think it would be probably Doctor Strange, wouldn't it?
Doctor Strange is not really a Midnight Suns. He's
No, but I think you would have to change it because he's the magic dude.
if you change, because Blade is not just Blade. It's the fact that it also
I mean,
saved
Blade
the
needs to be in
MCU.
it. Don't get me wrong. Yeah,
It's not he saved the MCU and he runs it in all the comic books. So like,
Yeah.
you have to have respect to him. So I don't think you can do it with anyone else.
Yeah. I can see like Doctor Strange being like an Iron Man in the sense of like the leader, and then also Captain America, or Blade being the kind of the Captain America where they're always bumping heads and they're like, well, I'm really in charge. No, I'm in charge. He goes, well, I know supernatural. Well, I know magic. I can see something like that maybe
that's
happening,
more,
but
that's more Blade and Ghost Rider.
I
These
mean,
are just
you're not even close to the Ghost Rider. The whole Jensen Ackles fan casting that they've been talking about the past couple weeks, I don't think that's gonna happen. But they're gonna have to change it. Like they're just gonna have to, because Wolverine's not gonna be joining the Midnight Suns.
No, definitely.
But you don't even have to
Definitely
do that. So the Midnight Suns, you could do. I don't know, because I don't think you have to have Wolverine in that anyway. You could just you can stay away from Doctor Strange, Captain Marvel, and Captain America, and just go the Hulk, Ghost Rider, Blade, and the Hunter.
So 3 out of the 4 characters who don't even have
Exist
anything
right
on
now.
screen.
Yeah,
ever. So that's like hard to do. Especially if you want to start that like in the next 5-6 years. Yeah, Blade and Ghost Rider, buddy cop flick. That would be cool.
Oh, that would be awesome.
That would be
I think that's where you start off with.
Yeah.
And you add the Hulk
Blade.
because the Hulk is there.
Yeah.
Can't really add Iron Man.
If you do something like Old Man Blade, I guess that's fine, but then you're missing out on all the young Blade stuff.
Or you just say that you adopt all the Blade stuff that was already done into the MCU and say that's all canon.
Because technically they own it now, right? I mean, it's all Fox. Wait, was Blade Fox? Right?
New Line.
New Line. Okay.
It was Marvel. So yeah, it was New Line Cinema.
Yeah. Wesley Snipes mastered that role. Blade. They don't do a reboot. Blade people will still for this film to go to Disney Plus. I mean, Disney. I guess, but right now, maybe an animated one, like Brian said, might be cool to kind of get people like, oh yeah, this is Blade. Let's not forget. But also, I mean, you got the trilogy. You got the first Blade that still exists. So that's a badass movie. Oh.
At least the first 2 are.
The first 2 are really good.
Yeah, so it's a mess. Shang-Chi, maybe. I have no idea what they could do if they reset everything. Then maybe. That's what I think. Just wait until you reset everything. Wait until after Secret Wars, and then
I don't know how
the X-Men are here.
they're going to be focused on anything that's not going to be X-Men and Fantastic Four. I think the reboot is going to really be focused on Fantastic Four, X-Men, and we'll have a couple characters slowly come through. But I think Avengers are going to be on the back burner for at least 6 or 7 years. And that means anyone who's cast and that's not in their 30s will not be be there anymore.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, that'd be interesting. I mean, Shang-Chi was a really good movie. I would hate to see them not do it. I mean, they're already having issues with them making a sequel. I like Doctor Strange movies. The last one wasn't the best, but it wasn't horrible.
No,
it wasn't the worst one. It was definitely below average. Let me put that one.
I don't even know if it was below average. I just think that we were all hoping for something great, and all the hype. What it is? Got it.
Yeah. They didn't have an issue making a Deadpool Wolverine movie, so something about Blade has them tripping over their own feet trying to write a story.
And it's not about from my thought. I've been reading. It's not the main story. It's something else. It's the connecting stuff that's not working.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. They got to figure it out. They gotta, and maybe it's just a fresh start. A fresh start. I can see that happening. Let Mahershala Ali go. Just burn the damn script, whatever you got now, and start over. Start over. You can get into all the vampire shit. You could do a Dracula. Jubilee fucking becomes a vampire. You can do all that crazy shit later. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Make Sticky Fingers Blade Cannon. I don't know what that is. What is
that short-lived series on Spike TV?
Yeah,
years back, the Blade series wasn't bad, but yeah, Sticky Fingers as Blade was kind of weird.
I was like, fingers. It's fingers.
Fingers. I have to look that one up. Let Brandon nap. All right. All right, so we'll finish that there. I don't know, man. This whole Blade stuff is crazy. Is Mahershala Ali gonna stay? Is the movie even gonna happen between rewrites and him going on another project? I don't know. We'll figure it out. But leave a comment down below. Let us know what you think.
Yeah.
It's.
I think he's gonna get fed up and leave. Personally,
I can see it. Yep. You don't have an actor of that caliber kind of just stick around, and wait for you to figure out your shit. But leave a comment. Let us know. If you're watching live, stick around. We're going to move on to our next topic for the night. All
right. Dude, before we start, I'm going to go to bed in a minute. But what's our next topic? Because I want to talk for a few minutes more before I do that.
Well, if you want, we could do the Furiosa review real quick. Just so we have the review out.
Yeah, we could do that.
You good?
Yeah.
All right.
Sorry to interrupt.
No. I was just going to ask you. I was going to ask you. All right. You think we could do 10 minutes? Like legit, be quick about it?
It's a mini review, but sure. Why not?
It's a mini review. I mean, it's not much to talk about. I mean, there's legit 2 actors in this movie. That matter.
And there's only like 2 people that say any words.
Yeah. So, yeah, we'll do a quick one. Just some likes and dislikes and our rating. What the fuck, cat? Go eat your food. Bad. All right, because I know Brandman really liked the movie too. So, and I want to get that review out. All right. You got a quick synopsis, Brian?
Yep.
All right. And then anybody in chat, leave the comments, and then after we do our a review, we'll get into the comments and stuff like that. But let's do this one real quick. All right, what is up, everyone? Welcome to the Spoiler Kings. My name is Tank Kramer with Brandman Brandon, Brian the Grizzly, and we are going to review the new Mad Max prequel, Furiosa, a Mad Max saga. With Anya Taylor-Joy, Chris Hemsworth, and a few other people. But those are the main guys there. So we're gonna get to our official rating at the end, our likes, our dislikes. But before we jump into that, Brian, you got a rundown of what this movie's about?
All right, here we go. Snatched from the green place of many mothers, young Furiosa falls into the hands of a gray biker horde led by the warlord Debentus. Sweeping through the wasteland, they come across the citadel presided over the Immortan Joe. As the 2 tyrants fight for dominance, Furiosa soon finds herself in a non-stop battle to make her way home.
Okay. Yeah. So quick synopsis of it, nothing too crazy. So we're gonna get into our likes. Brandman, what you like about this one?
George Miller really does good when it comes to action, especially with this and Fury Road, which is like one of my favorite movies. I just respect for him to stick with Mad Max like since the late 70s.
Seriously.
Makes sense. Obviously, it's his brainchild. when no one else has really touched this except him. I warmed up to the idea of there being a movie centering around Furiosa. Originally, I'm like, what did she need her own movie for? But it worked. It worked. Especially in terms of like expanding other characters in Mad Max, because there are enough of them to do that. Chris Hemsworth did his thing in this. He was just really, really fun to watch. And it's nice when an actor isn't afraid to kind of like play against type, or even that goes from a visual standpoint, like him with a big prosthetic nose and kind of like reddish hair. Yeah, that was really good. And I think that like if some of the other elements kind of besides the action, like comic relief, and it was used just right, I thought. The drama aspect really worked with Furiosa's backstory. And yeah, I thought the act, Anya Taylor-Joy did pretty good as well. Just a good entertaining watch.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What about you, Brian? What you like about it?
I think it was a lot of fun. So I compared to Mad Max, and I thought that it was not as good as Mad Max, but it definitely hit a lot of the same notes. I feel like it was still a lot of action, but it was less action than I thought it was going to be. If I'm going to be 100% honest, but I think the story was okay. I mean, it was a lot more things happening, but without a lot of talking, but it's a lot of just stuff going on. I will say there's a lot of times where I just felt like stuff was just happening, that didn't have much to do with the story. But it still was a fun time. I'm okay with all the action. I do think that it's definitely less action than when we got Fury Road.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
And for me, like, it's hard to not to repeat what you guys said. The action was great. Anya Taylor-Joy was great. Chris Hemsworth for me stole the show. Dementis was great. And he had Dark Dementis, Red Dementis. Like he had like Dr. Dementis. Like he gave like all these names to him. Who he was. But he was for me definitely stole the show. Like he was the best thing of it. I think we were talking about the prosthetic nose too, and I'm like, because it's something off about him, and I think he had fake teeth too, because his teeth were so perfect and so white, and it was off-putting in that dirty ass beard he had going, So, but yeah, he was the best part of it for sure. Action was really, really good too, especially after coming after something like Fall Guy, where it was the whole point of it was action.
Action, practical stunts,
yeah, and then this one, a lot of that stuff too, but they've liked it. Yeah, if you don't cry when that little kid, or the little person gets shot, and then I know it's not really a spoiler. The character you've seen once, and he dies, but I think Anya Taylor-Joy was the reason why that scene was so like impactful, like somebody who you never seen on screen until that moment, and then Anya Taylor-Joy just being the great actress, like you saw the emotion on her face, and you kind of like, you're like, oh, I'm supposed to feel sad. This sucks. Yeah. So but yeah, that's pretty much mine. And then same, I agree with all you guys. What about your dislikes? What you didn't like about it, Brand Man?
Dislikes.
Yeah, that's the hard.
Really for I know I was singing the praises of them making a Furiosa movie, but at the same time, they could have just made it a Mad Max movie. No, it wasn't enough to take away from the movie. It's fine. I think from an action standpoint, there were a couple scenes that kind of felt a little interchangeable with the ones from Fury Road. And it kind of didn't seem like there should have been like kind of like a difference in feel. I think
Mm-hmm.
the action was great. A lot of it just kind of felt like a retread of Fury Road.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I'd say that's mostly it. I think trying to think what else, if anything else.
Yeah. Real quick, I'll agree
I
with
think
that.
that's
It looked
mostly it.
the same. It looked
Mhm.
like Fury Road.
It,
It's like,
it
oh,
looked
okay.
like Fury Road. It looked a lot like Fury Road.
Yeah.
If we're focusing on a different character in a different part of the wasteland, there should have been a little more. They could have gone for a lot more visual difference. I think.
Mm-hmm.
You
Right.
know. You know. There were times I'm like, am I watching Furiosa or am I watching Fury Road?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
I have Kyle said, you really didn't like the menu, I guess.
Mhm.
So if you know, you know. That's
Mhm.
a funny one. Okay. What about you, Brian?
It was a lot of explosion and not a whole lot of story. Like if you cut out like 15, like 20 minutes in the beginning and like 15 minutes at the end, there's not a lot of story going on.
Yeah.
There's a lot of blowing stuff up. There's a lot of, even though there's more action in Fury Road, there's not. I'm just it's they made a story out of something that really is not a full movie.
Mm.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Like this really shouldn't have been a full movie, but they blew up a lot of stuff and it made it really interesting for us. But if I'm really being honest, I don't know. It was really, it was functional. It's just enough to give us what we really wanted. A lot of
Mhm.
the Mad Max feel, the Mad Max look. A lot of explosions and car races and stuff like that. With little story, just enough to kind of give us something. So
Mhm.
I think my biggest complaint is like I don't think it was enough full story to do these things.
Yeah.
To really make a full movie, even
Mhm.
though I really liked it.
Yeah. Yeah. Kind of the same. It was I think you could have took a little bit out of like some of the action, or maybe not even, maybe in between the action, it was a lot of stuff in there. But it just for me, it just wasn't like kind of what Brandman said. It was uh, very similar, it just reminded me of Fury Road. And then kind of what Brian, you were saying, was like, there just wasn't it should not have been 2.5 hours. Like
It was
it
at
should have been
least
like
45 minutes too long, right?
like like 2 hours. Definitely a movie that should have been 2 hours long, and you could have done it. Like you said, there's not enough backstory for the character that you really need to know, and they did it in the beginning and the end, and in the middle was all the action, which is fine. I love the action, but you need to dive more into it. But
Yeah.
that's really the only part for me. Was
Mhm.
maybe cut a little bit in the middle. You know, you know, kind of
Mhm.
give it its own vibe, I guess. And they try to, because you go into some of the other wastelands, but that's it. All right. We get into our ratings. We'll start with Brand Man. What are you giving Mad Max Fury Road? Or not Mad Max Fury Road, jeez. Mad Max Saga. Furiosa. You already said what you give Mad Max Fury Road. Furiosa, a Mad Max Saga. What are you giving it? Now, later, or a never?
I could give it a now. It's a good watch in
Yeah.
theaters, especially if you like action. I definitely recommend checking it out on like a big screen if possible, like an IMAX or something like that. It's decent enough, like standalone wise, so you don't necessarily have to watch Fury Road or any of the others to appreciate what's going on. I thought Chris Hemsworth was just really entertaining in it. My complaints about it are more on like kind of what I mentioned a little bit ago, but overall, it's a pretty entertaining time.
Yeah.
So I could give it a now.
Okay. So Brandman's giving it now. What you giving it, Brian?
I'm gonna give it a now too because I enjoy the story enough. And you know what? You want to really get me into something? Blow up a few things, do some racing, do some awesome music, and got me. So yeah, it's entertaining enough for me to watch, and I want to see it in the theater. And I saw it in Dolby, so it made it even better.
Nice.
So,
Nice.
I give it now.
Yeah.
Nice.
And I'm giving it now too, man. It was, despite saying it was a little too long, it didn't ruin the movie, because the parts that were a little too long were the action, which were awesome. Just shit getting shot at and blowing up and explosions and stuff like that. So I'm giving it now as well. So all right, we're gonna finish up because I know Brandman's got to go get some sleep.
Yeah, I'm like dying here.
yeah, but we all love this movie. Definitely go check it out in theaters. Let us know what you think about it. Leave a comment down below. Any issues you had with it, any stuff that you liked about it, anything that you want to see more of if possible. But let us know. Leave a comment. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and come and join us every Monday and Thursday. We appreciate all you guys on the replay and everyone in the live chat. Stick around because we're gonna move on to our next topic for the night. All right.
Go to bed.
Y'all are killing me in the fucking live chat, man. Because I don't know if Brandman is like slipping into the darkness. Hold on. Stay woke. Ninjas creep in. They're gonna find you. I was waiting, like, I don't know, maybe because I'm just old. I was waiting for some Simpsons reference. Can't sleep. Clown will kill me.
It said Freddy's gonna get him. Freddy's gonna get him.
I thought somebody said that. Freddy got him. Well, all right, Brandman. Go get some sleep.
All right. Good night, everyone.
Good night, man. Later.
All right. See ya.
Oh, man. Said they trying to torture him.
I don't know why he decided to stay on. I was like, B, just go to sleep, man.
Yeah. Well, I know he wanted to talk about Fury Road. But
did it first.
Again, we should have done it first, but then we got talking about Star Wars and then Marvel stuff. So yeah, it's rough. Yeah, I know he wakes up super early.
Yeah, no. I got up at 6 o'clock this morning too. I want to work out too, but I don't believe in sleep.
So after our Tuesday show for our Panda and Grizzly show, I don't want to get into details here, but I'll tell you off stream. But I was up. I didn't go to bed until 8 o'clock Wednesday night.
Yep, that's a dad thing.
No. Yeah, I'll tell you why.
It's a dad thing. It has to.
I legit. I was up for 36 hours. I mean, if effed me up. Otherwise, I would have said last night. I'm like, hey, you wanna do the review? I was out cold by like 8, bro. I was like, there's no way. I need sleep. I can't go on no more. So yeah.
I was funny because we talked about, Wednesday. I was like, well, you didn't say nothing, but I'm not going to do nothing.
He didn't sleepwalk, he sleep review. A sweet relief. But I know, like, in our group message, if I see something before you guys, I try not to like hype it or bash it until you guys see it. But I'm like, oh, it was a solid movie. And then Brandman sees it, he goes, oh, that was fucking awesome.
My god, it's the greatest thing ever.
So I know he really liked that, so I know he wanted to talk about it. But yeah, I mean that's kind of on us. We need to be better at staying on our topic schedule. But
no, I mean, to be fair, we didn't start till almost 10 o'clock.
Yeah,
it wasn't that long of a show.
Definitely, it was our fault. Brandman was here. Brandman was here at like 9, probably a little bit after 9.
He was exhausted. Oh
yeah.
I was like, look, man, that's so bad.
All out on his way to sleep.
Can't believe his mother son of cutter runner kept on going. All I asked was
quick topic. Hey, that was probably our quickest movie review we ever did.
It's because Brandman, after if he wasn't talking, he was sleeping.
He was sleeping.
If he wasn't
I don't know
talking.
if you noticed, I said his name a few times. I'm like, oh yeah, like Brandman, to try to like snap him out of it. Oh man,
so funny.
it's only 10:30 here. Nah, it's 11:30 by us. So what you probably more west?
That means mountain time.
Mountain time. Yeah, there you go. I don't know how y'all do it on East Coast. Kenny, I think Kenny's East Coast. He's an hour ahead of us.
Yeah.
I was like, bro, go sleep. Him and Zach are East Coast.
But Zach knows better. He's like, he knows he gotta go to sleep.
Yeah,
I gotta work in the morning.
That shout out. I think T was on it. I believe it was it Zach's birthday stream
Wednesday
where he had a bunch of you guys on. I think Kyle was in it too. Kyle, man,
12:35. Good lord.
So for yeah, so you're East Coast too. Yeah, that stream, it was like 4.5 hours or something like that. It was funny, man. You guys were having a ball. That was a lot of fun to watch. So yeah, I'm about to watch a movie and head to bed. Bro, it is tomorrow. It is tomorrow. What are you prepping for my show?
Oh man, you guys are hilarious.
Yeah. I used to, after we finish the show, try to edit something like tonight and then have it ready for tomorrow. I was like, I got my girlfriend's laptop that I kind of took over, and I was like, I'll edit it at work.
I tell him, I was like, why are you doing this, dude? What the hell? Go sleep.
I try to release a video at 9 a.m. If you follow the channel, you see today was like 2, maybe. No, today nothing even came out because I didn't have a chance.
Interview with a vampire was doing so good, so it didn't matter.
And that's a whole nother problem is I don't want to release a video if the other video that we had yesterday, like Interview with the Vampire episode 3, is doing really well. Because if I release a new one and it doesn't get the stats, like if it doesn't get that 1 out of 10, like then you fuck up your channel. So it's like, man, we have topics. We talked about the Green Lantern stuff. We talked about the Thor 5 stuff. We have our giveaway video. That'll probably come out in the morning because that's already on the channel. So we're doing a giveaway. Anybody in the chat, we're doing a giveaway. We're like 8 people away. So once we hit 1,500, we're gonna be giving away 2 giveaways. One giveaway we're gonna do first for our members. So if you want to be a member and get some of the picks of the good stuff first, we're gonna do that, and then we'll do a giveaway with all the subscribers. So, and with the subscribers, you got to be in chat to enter. With the members, you don't need to be in chat.
We'll choose you and we'll just send it out. You'll get it right away.
Yeah. So yeah. So if you want double chances to win, join being a member. Otherwise, once we do that, we'll have a lot of fun, and then we'll see, man. We'll, like you said, it'll be more of a fun hangout time, probably like a Thursday or something like that. And we'll see if we want to get some people to come in and hang out with us for a little bit.
As long as we bring Danny in on Monday, we'll be good.
For sure, Danny, man. I that's why I was so surprised that he likes Interview with the Vampire. I saw a lot of people trashing it, online. Meanwhile, it's like the best thing on TV right now.
Well, anytime you're gonna have something that's homosexual and have stuff like that's going to contest against social norms, people are going to not like it. But if you can get past whatever uncomfortable feeling you are having, I guess, whatever that is, and start seeing what the show really is about and how the story is. It's about love and betrayal, and it's like almost like a Shakespearean piece. Like every time, if you really checking it out, if you can get past your own biases, you can really enjoy it. The problem is when you put your own biases in front of it and you can't just see past your own, what's right in front of your nose.
Yeah. Yep. Just watch Velma and shut up. Agreed. He said, members getting special treatment. I see how it is, favoritism. Yeah, man. I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
exactly what it
We'll
is.
get them whatever they want.
Yeah. You know, like don't get me wrong. We appreciate and love all you guys in chat and you come being subscribers and hanging out with us. You know, but them, you know, the channel members who support us on a financial level like that.
It helps us to be able to produce content and do all this stuff and get any other stuff.
Yeah. So Brian saying all that until Simba turned Pride Rock into something else. That R is going to change it to a C.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Well, yeah, it is June. June is Pride Month, I think. So, or almost June. Got one more day. But that's another thing. Like, we should talk about freaking the popcorn bucket and Wolverine and Deadpool.
The Wolverine
Because
Deadpool thing.
the marketing for this freaking movie is insane. Their Heineken commercial they did is so fucking good. Like they legit shot a scene for a Heineken commercial. Like that's crazy. You know what I mean? Like the popcorn bucket like thing.
The popcorn
I
bucket. I can see Deadpool doing so many bad things with that popcorn bucket.
Oh my god. Yeah, the glory hole popcorn bucket.
So
It's
many
popcorn
bad
bucket
things.
trash. I mean, I'm sure people are gonna use it as a trash can or something like that. It is insane. You know, and supposedly the rumor, it's not official, but the rumor is people are saying that Wolverine is gonna come out with his version of the Deadpool one. I don't know if that's true or not, maybe, but I mean the freaking popcorn bucket has a tongue. It has a tongue. Like it's
You and that? Oh my god!
it's so bad,
Oh
man.
my
It's
god!
I'm like, this is not real. This is not real. You know, AMC reposted it. Ryan Reynolds reposted it. Like it's legit and it's funny as shit. You know. So this marketing feels like it's marketing for that movie Bros.
Bros. Yeah, the movie
For the,
Bros.
it is. You know, for the like the movie kind of Bros. I mean,
No, you saw that the movie, the Bros.
Oh yeah, like with I can't think of his name. Uh I didn't see the movie, but I know what you're talking about. I know which one it is.
It's the you saw the trailer. Yeah.
Who's the main actor? He was in Community. He does the guy on the street where he like runs up to people and asks them questions.
McFarlane or Billy
Billy Eichner.
Eichner? Whatever.
Yeah, Billy Eichner. Yeah, because he does Billy on the streets. He's super funny.
Billy on the streets.
He's
Billy on the streets.
super funny. Yeah, I that's a movie I probably will eventually watch. I just haven't watched it. Joe McHale. No, Joe McHale's not is not gay. Billy Eichner, I believe, is in real life. But yeah, Joe McHale is also like awesome. But especially June coming up, you know, Pride Month. They have to have something for that, right? I mean, it's just maybe they do like you know how the poster for Bros is like I think their hands in each other's pockets, back pockets, or something like that.
Yep.
Like I can see like Wolverine and Deadpool do like a trailer, like a poster like that, something I don't know, you know, and it just says Bros and it's just like in like the Marvel font or something like that. Like they're
don't know
they're
that.
gonna do something. They're gonna do something. You know, they're gonna do something. You know, but let me see right.
That might be more there. I don't know if they do that, but I can see it though. I could see them doing that.
Yeah. It's the same marketing. I could definitely see him do something like that. You know, they're so good. Actually, have you seen the Heineken commercial?
Yeah, I have.
Oh yeah, we can watch it real quick. It's pretty.
I'm
pretty
all for
funny.
it. Let's do it.
Also, when I heard they did a Heineken commercial, I thought it was gonna be that you know, that meme with the cervezas, you know, where like they do it's a movie clip and then like somebody opens the door, it's like cerveza, it's like screaming.
Oh, okay.
That's what I thought it was. I thought it was gonna be like a spoof kind of thing, but it's legit, like legit Heineken, like it's so stupid. Oh man, and then we'll get into the bucket. All right, let's see. Bring it up right here. All right. Let me know if you can hear it. All right.
Whoa, hold on. You don't want to do this. Oh, I promise you. I do.
Don't get mad. I borrowed some adamantium from your claws, and I made us something special. Yeah. We can make it if we try. Heineken Silver. All the taste, no bitter endings. See? Isn't this better than fighting?
Nope.
It's so stupid. And there's like no reason to do that except they just want to get more money and be goofy, I guess. You know, like
I won't be surprised if that is actually in the movie. What if you saw it actually in the movie?
well, it wouldn't make any sense because he took his claws and made beer cans and recycles them for 5 cents. Like that would be the best. That would be the best thing. Oh man. Yeah, I would think they would do something like that for June for Pride Month. Especially if this popcorn bucket.
The popcorn bucket is so much. Oh,
it's a lot.
God. It's so much. Oh my God. Well, I watched it twice. I was like, I can't believe this. I can't believe this is actually happening.
That's why I'm like, it's not real, right? It's gotta be fake. It's gotta be fake. Here's the release trailer for the popcorn bucket. Because at first I'm like, oh, cool. I'm like, wait, was that a tongue? And I'm like, oh god.
I can't believe they designed by Deadpool. And then if you're eating the popcorn out of the bucket, you literally have to reach it to his mouth.
Yeah. And then the butter at the end is just
oh god.
Also, I just thought about something. This is the first time we see Wolverine in his comic book mask in the MCU. Because we haven't seen it yet in any of the trailers. This is the first official thing that we get.
X-Men 97, right?
That's not MCU. That's Marvel's animation. That's not Marvel Studio. You know, this is insane. This is the first MCU Wolverine like thing. I guess is it really MCU though? I don't know. There's that whole like it's an in between kind of thing.
Exactly.
But this is what like there's a fucking tongue, man. I was like, they made a tongue for it too. It's like
I can see so many bad things.
100%.
So many bad. Oh my god.
100%. This is I don't think Ryan Reynolds knows he knows it's funny. He knows it's a spoof on the whole Dune bucket. I don't know if he understands the Pandora's box he's opened up with this. You know,
I think he doesn't know because I mean, there's nothing that he has not already figured out. It seems like he understands things that we don't understand yet.
I mean, there's gonna be so many videos of things going in there, man.
I'm surprised. I'm saying I could see Deadpool doing something going in the mouth.
Oh, jeez. And I think I texted you guys. I'm like, I hate that Ryan Reynolds is making me want to buy this. or is making me buy this because like
What if
Yeah.
what if the popcorn bucket is in the movie
that'd be funny.
and then Deadpool like takes the popcorn bucket to his bedroom with his slippers on?
That would be funny.
So, I'll be right back. And then he just takes it into the bedroom. And he said, "Yeah, man, that butter sure helped out." And he's like, "What butter?"
Yeah. Thinking I'm scared. You thinking I'm scared I'm offended. You like I was getting laggy. It is oh man. This is this gonna be the most sold popcorn bucket like AMC's ever sold?
I don't know because it depends on how many you had because you saw how fast the Spider-Verse stuff went.
Yeah. Yeah. I was barely able to get the Spider-Gwen popcorn bucket. I didn't get the miles, and I wish I got the miles. This popcorn bucket, if people get it, they're gonna buy like 2 and at least 2, if not more. And then we're gonna see them on eBay for like $300 fucking dollars, something stupid like that. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. I already told my girlfriend, I'm like, if they have it and when we go, like we're gonna
You're
buy
buying
2.
2.
We're
Yeah.
buying 2, and we're gonna for sure sell the second one. Like for sure, you know. It's but if it is like on my shelf, I might put like a Deadpool figurine in his mouth or something like that. Like you know, or do I green screen out his mouth and just put like different
No. Yeah. This.
oh
Whoops.
that's not a popcorn bucket, is it? It's just a
No, it's just a Deadpool.
just a head.
You put this right next to the popcorn bucket. Like my kiss.
Yeah. Yeah. That is nice. Super jealous of that. I want that. I still am gonna buy that at some point. That helmet, the Magneto helmet. Yeah, that bucket will sell on eBay. Oh, yeah, so quick. We're gonna see that thing being sold super fast.
But people are going to buy like 10 at a time. Let me get 10 of them.
Let me see what you say. Butter's a natural lubricant. Hey, is it though?
Is it really?
Is it
really?
Oh man. Let me go back up. Had the glory hole popcorn bucket. Yep. Kevin Davis said Deadpool Wolverine domestic box office total run is 450 to 500. Domestic, okay. It said Inside Out 2 domestic is 350 to 400. Despicable Me 4 domestic 250 to 300.
I think it's more
For Deadpool.
Despicable Me 4.
Despicable Me.
I think
For
Despicable
domestic?
Me 4. Yeah, domestic is more than 250, 300.
When does that come out again?
August, I'm gonna say.
I'm like, you gotta release a movie like that when they're still on a break, like when kids are on, like if you're gonna do that, like summer break still. So it's gotta be like early August then. If you do late August, too many kids are going back to school.
Is July 3rd. July 4th weekend. It's going to make bonkers money.
Yeah.
July 4th weekend, it's going to make so much money. They're gonna need a whale to be able to the way that they
Yeah. 250, 300. I think it's gonna do more because each movie has not been getting better, but money wise, I believe each movie keeps getting more and more money.
And the storyline is actually getting better for this one.
Yeah, the third one I didn't like. This one seems like it might be a little bit more interesting. You know, so yeah, I think you're right. 250, 300 seems a little low for that on 4th of July weekend. The question is you're gonna see it. Like, how many times are you gonna see it that weekend?
If Kung Fu Panda did domestically 193, so 300 is not like a crazy number.
Yeah, but Kung Fu Panda had a good run, right? I mean, 200 is
No,
not too
here,
bad.
here's this is what Kevin makes sense. What Kevin is saying makes sense. How much do you think Doom Part 2 made domestically?
Not a lot, because I think all international, but I want to say like 300, maybe 350,
282.
282. Okay.
So he's saying still that it's going to do numbers.
Yeah. Yeah. Animated movies always do better though. You know, same in Inside Out. There's a good chance that that's gonna get close to 1 billion. I don't think it's gonna pass 1 billion, but I can see it getting close to 1 billion, especially if it's a good movie, like a lot of people are saying. It is so.
It looks amazing. It really
It
looks
does.
amazing.
Yeah, a lot of people got to see like the first 30 minutes, maybe, or something like that. So, and they all are saying it's great. But the first one was well liked. It's a very beloved movie. So, yeah. And the second one before, I think it's going to get pretty close over worldwide, like close to 1 billion, if not past 1 billion, especially over with that weekend domestically. Like if you can do really well domestically, internationally will get you over to that hump.
4th of July weekend is going to kill.
Yeah. Deadpool, that's a lot domestic for Deadpool, but I could definitely see that. I believe this is going to be the number 1 R-rated movie of all time, money wise, at least.
Yeah,
Right now it's Joker 2, but
the Despicable Me 3 domestically made 264 million. It made 770 million internationally for over $1 billion.
yeah. Ooh. Yeah. So that's not bad. That's not bad at all. So I'm sure that's what they're expecting to get. But yeah, I'm pretty good on everything else you're saying. Maybe Despicable Me 4 a little higher though, but I'm right there with it.
It's going to make so much money. It's going to really print money. It's going to have its own money. I mean, we're going to have its own Gru money. Like,
yeah. Especially if they can do something like the
And the
Minions
reason-
did and
wait, here.
get their own gimmick
exactly
going.
the following.
Yeah.
So Despicable Me 2 did 368 domestically.
Wow.
And I can see 4, I think it's going to do more like 360, 350, 360.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see right around that 350 mark for sure. Kyle said, do you think the mask's going to translate on screen for Wolverine? I want to say yes.
Yeah. I also do.
Yeah, because I feel like it's going to be something like what Ryan wears for Deadpool, where it's going to be there, but it's also going to be partially CGI'd. I think that's the best way to do it, and I think it might work with Wolverine as well. Yeah, because it's harder for Ryan because it's easier for Ryan, I should say, because it's covering up his whole face. Wolverine's mask only does half his, still you still see his lips and chin, I guess, or some of his chin. But so if you do that, the problem is like you have to CGI some of the mask so it moves with the rest of his face. You know what I mean? So if you do the green dots and stuff like that on what's his name, you can maybe get that mask to move more naturally.
Right.
Like Ryan
I
Reynolds.
mean, on Hugh Jackman.
On Hugh Jackman, yeah. Because like look at Deadpool, the eyes get bigger. They, obviously they don't get huge or squint, but the eyes move, and he's wearing a mask. It makes no sense, but it's a comic book movie. It's kind of what you expect, you know what I mean? So,
What I say? Because the Force, even though not Star Wars movie.
Yeah. If I didn't have kids, I would so buy this and put it up in my background, the popcorn bucket. Oh man, if you have kids, man, just put flowers in there or something. It's a fancy
They ask
face.
me questions, man.
Yeah, a lot of questions. I said, Mom, we're throwing alley oops tonight. Do you prefer coconut oil?
Oh man,
that smells much better. My kids love the Minions. Yeah, yeah.
I mean, everyone loved it. And that was a really good thing. And then Gentle Minions and having them
The Gentleman.
dress up and all that stuff. And I just say having the 4th of July is going to be such a huge thing.
Yeah, yeah, it's definitely gonna get it. But yeah, his mask is made of midichlorians. Yeah, it's gonna do awesome.
Remember, the answer is the Force. Whenever you have a question, the answer is the Force.
Just all the time. And now Marvel could do it because it's all owned by Disney. Disney is the Force.
Exactly.
That's all they gotta say.
So I am the Force.
Yeah, they're not midichlorians anymore. They're Mickey-chlorians.
Exactly, Mickey-chlorians. I like that.
Yeah, but cool. Yeah, I think we're gonna finish that there. You know, we're talking about Deadpool, that crazy popcorn bucket, other marketing stuff. You know, we saw the Heineken trailer. Do you think they're gonna do other stuff? Leave a comment below. You know, we still got about 2 months before this movie comes out. You know, so they're gonna do some crazy stuff, more marketing stuff. So they're definitely hyping up this movie with really good gimmick stuff like that. But leave a comment. Let us know what you think about the popcorn bucket and stuff like that. But hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We appreciate all you guys checking us out on the replay. If you're watching live, stick around. We're gonna move on to our last topic for the night. And by last topic, I mean
sleep.
Exactly. Bed. The midichlorians are the
Nargles of the Star Wars.
Star Wars.
I love it. Oh, they're Nargles. Coming to sleep. Sleep. Oh, the Harry Potter. I have a whole Harry Potter shelf now. It's awesome.
Nice. Very nice. Very nice. Oh man. But yeah, we're about to get out of here, man. It's kind of late for us. You're tired. I know I'm super tired. But Brandon was obviously tired. So yeah. But we appreciate everyone coming in, hanging out with us. Thank you guys so much for just hanging out with us. Also, you know, spread the word. Let's get us to 1,500 so we can do some of these giveaways. If you want a double dip in the giveaways, become a member. If you can support us on that level. If not, we're still going to take care of our subscribers as well. So we'll do that for sure. Brian's got a bunch of stuff. I still got a butt ton of movies to give away. You know, I got a stack of digital codes here. So
just found another comic book that I had 3 of.
Jeez. Nice. Ooh, was that the Beyonder? Yeah, there you go.
At 3 of these.
About that. Yeah, so appreciate it. Thank you guys. We will see you guys on Monday. Of course, talking Interview with the Vampire and hopefully a movie. I don't even know what comes out this weekend. Lost track.
Man, I know something good too.
See. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
The Bad Boys comes out the 4th, right? No.
Oh, is it this? No, next weekend, I believe.
Next weekend.
I think next weekend. Could be wrong. Might be, but I don't mean you. We're gonna do a Garfield review. So we're gonna.
I love it. So yeah,
we're gonna do that. But cool. Appreciate all you guys. Thank you guys. We will see you Monday. Have a safe and awesome weekend. Later.
Thanks, guys.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. We out here.